This podcast may contain explicit language and maybe some other sexual things.
Viewer discretion is advised. MightyCon is coming to the Quad Cities. The MightyCon comic book conventions that are sweeping the Midwest by force is coming to the Quad Cities at the
Mississippi Fairgrounds.
Mississippi Valley Fairgrounds, 2815 West Locust Street, Davenport, Iowa. Yeah, zip code is 52804 in case the people don't know. Come on in. Adults are just $10 for a single day or $15 for a weekend pass. Kids 12 and under are free. You can also go online to the website, geekgeekcomics.com/the-quad-cities. Bam! You can sign up and get online tickets and online weekend passes. All you have to do is go to the door, show proof of purchase, and get in. You don't have to pull out your wallets. You're already done and paid for. Pop on in with great special guests. Oh, vendors and artists up the anus. It's just going to be a great show. It's already looking to be one of the biggest MightyCon shows ever. Also, MightyCon comes to St. Louis, June 18th and 19th at the
St. Charles Convention Center
in St. Charles, Missouri. Yeah, with special guests including George frickin' Perez, Tom Cook, Jeff Balke, Seth Fernanti, sorry if I said your name wrong, and many more. Even Dedgar from Dedgar's Dark Coffin Classics will be there. Tom Nugent, again, if I said your names wrong, I apologize. Ooh, man, there's a bunch of vendors and artists going to be there as well. And you'll, of course, get to see us. We actually work for MightyCon as well, and we're going to be doing a podcast from the St. Louis Comic Con. Go to www.stlouiscomiccon.com to read up on all these great vendors, artists, special guests. And, if you want to pre-order your passes, you go to that stlouiscomiccon.com/pre-order. Yeah, that's right. And if I said that wrong too, just go to stlouiscomiccon.com. You'll be able to get your passes. It's gonna be great. A weekend 2-day adult pass, only $25. Children 12 and under get in for free. A single day pass is only $15. A VIP pass with a free tablet's $100. But VIP means you meet all those great special guests. If you don't know who those special guests are, I'm gonna hit you in the head with a fucking hammer. And now, back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Welcome to G.A.S.E Radio, your home for gaming, anime, superhero news, and entertainment. Waft in and listen. Here are your hosts, Randy and Luigi. Excuse me.
And thank you once again, Darren, for that awesome intro. www.marlerhouse.com, MARLAR house.com. Hire him for your professional voiceover and acting needs. How's it going, everybody? I'm Randy Lee Beasley.
And I'm Luigi Bonanno.
Welcome to another episode of G.A.S.E Radio. Waft us in. Your feet are tired because you're walking around all fucking day. It's current conventions. So we just got back from the Chicago Toy Fair, which was at the friggin' Kane County Fairgrounds, and it was pretty awesome.
Dude, we saw things in there that we normally don't see anywhere else.
Not even at the MightyCons we work for. There was so much Gundam just from that one area. There was like two Gundam dealers,
new and old
Power Ranger
the
Megazords and everything.
Yeah, which actually we got lucky and we picked up a Ninja Zord and a Shogun Zord.
So I found the Frog, Bear, Ape, and Luigi and I both found the Falcon Zord. Luigi got me the Falcon Zord.
Crane. You missed
and,
the crane.
And I got the crane.
You always miss that one.
And I got the crane. And that's okay. We got it for free. So the stickers are just a little damaged, but we got it for free.
Right. No worse condition than we would have got it.
If it was still from when we were kids, it would have been probably worse, broken, whatever. Nothing's broken. Just the Falcon Zord's feet are a little loose or whatever, and the friggin' stickers or whatever. But it's fine because Luigi and I are both getting the Legacy Ninja Zord this fall and the Legacy Falcon Zord this summer. So we're gonna have, what we're doing is, since we collect the Legacy only Megazords, we're gonna have, the demon's pissing. We're gonna have the Legacy Ninja Zord and the Falcon Zord with all of our regular Zords. Like my collection and PepperScar HQ, Luigi's collection at his house. What we're going to do is, once we have our actual big podcast studio all set up, I'm going to put the old school Ninja Zord, and Luigi's going to put his Shogun Zord right next to each other, and that represents us with the podcast. So even when we do some live podcast or live shows where it's just us in the podcast room talking out loud to the audience at home, the viewer, you,
even if we're
live,
separate, we're always together.
Yes. Megazords. Bam. So whenever Luigi comes for a podcast, he has to bring his old school Shogun Zord, and I have to bring my old school Ninja Zord. And yes, I left out the Wolf Zord because, funny story, my cousin and I, we both had the Ninja Zords. We both had the Falcon Zord. Well, actually, I got my Falcon Zord from my dad. My parents were divorced, but that was one of the toys. I was like, nope. I snuck it over. Because I also had the Red Thunder Zord at my dad's, and I had the Assault Team here in Illinois. So my dad's in Michigan. But yeah, I had it, and he lost his Wolf Zord, so I had mine, and he tried taking it. And I thought I lost it forever, and I found it literally like a couple of years ago. I found it, and I'm like, I thought this was fucking lost. So how crazy is it that all the Ninja Zord pieces I got for free. The one missing is the one I already had at home.
Right.
It was like fate, and I got it for free. So now I'm gonna find the Wolf Zord, put them together, and I'm gonna cry a little bit.
Right. The only thing that we don't have for it now is the hands and the
we
hand
have
for
the
wolf.
hand for the ape, but we need the plastic piece you put over the ape's head to make the fist, which is technically all you need because that's important. Like you need that to make it into the fist.
Because I mean, even in the show or the movie, he only had the one hand. The other one was the wolf.
It was the wolf. So it's like it kind of looks cool. And then how the hell? Luigi and I were thinking, unless they gave him two different top pieces, how the hell were you even supposed to hold the sword? Which we also don't have a sword for it. How is it going to hold the sword anyway?
Right.
So we can always get a sword in pieces from.
Right, which I'm sure that the Legacy one's going to have one anyway. So I mean, that's not that big of a deal. But then
exactly so it doesn't matter. The point is our older Zords are a little bit more beat up, but that's to reflect our childhood.
I like how this went from a convention to a Power Ranger thing. But anyway.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, the convention was great. Bill from the actual owner of MightyCon, who we worked for MightyCon, was there. It was great seeing him. I passed out like 35 business cards for MightyCon to get some more vendors and artists.
Oh, yeah.
It was an excellent time. We couldn't stay all day.
Unfortunately not. I've got a second job. Randy's got things he's got to do. But
anniversary stuff. But yeah, it was great. Definitely which was I liked how it stuck to its title. It was more like MightyCon is more comics, but there's always toys. It's part of the collecting.
Right.
But friggin' this toy show was fucking awesome.
Oh my god,
toys
so
up your
amazing.
Ass, in your nose, in your eye, down your throat. It was great.
Little pricey over here though.
Yeah, King County. That's the thing. You might not see as many items at the MightyCons, but MightyCon always has good prices. I don't know a brand new Force Awakens figure, which I'll be getting in the summer. I get two, one for the wall collection, one for the open collection. I can get both for $20, $25. They wanted $25 just for one. And some of the prices were a little way too steep. Like I said, I just got one guy I got a Megazord for free. Then the next person had another loose Megazord and he wanted like $50 for it. And I know they go for like only $25, $30 online. Right. So I'm just like, no thank you.
Right, not unless you're getting one of those super deluxe editions, like the Train Zord that we saw. That's reasonable for $60 because it's like...
If he offered me both Lightspeed, the regular, and the train, I had those when I was a kid at my house on Cloverdale. If he offered me both for $50, I would have made a way to make that happen. But he wanted $40 a piece at first.
He wanted $40 a piece. Didn't you hear what he sold it to the kid for?
$40 for both. 50 for both.
$55 for both.
And I wanted that Lightspeed Zord. Yeah.
Dude, I have a funny feeling they're gonna remake them. They definitely.
Yeah, Legacy can't stop at Mighty Morphin.
Right, but that brings me to another topic. The fact that these newer toys are coming out, it's devaluing the older models.
Yeah, tell me why a new one like the new Dino Legacy Megazord is still $80 to $130. And friggin' the old school one, they're selling a couple pieces missing for like less than $20 at these flea markets and stuff.
We saw an old school one. I noticed the price. Randy didn't. It was the old Shuttle Turtle Zord from the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
That had all of its pieces too.
It had all of his pieces and everything for $5. He was ready to give it up.
And you go down the hall a little bit in the same building, and a loose one was like $30, and then a brand unopened one was like $50. I think
the only Zord we didn't see there. Because we saw
no Dragon Zords. No Tommy Green Ranger Dragon Zords.
That's the only one that we really didn't see.
The only Zord we didn't see. We saw Space, we saw Turbo,
We even saw in the package from when they released the movie Falcon Zord that they wanted for like $50.
Yeah.
But we didn't see any Dragon Zords. I think they stopped making them until the second wave of Legacy comes out, but that's a different topic. But we had so many other things like
if we had more money,
Gundams.
we would have spent it all.
Oh yeah, I pretty much blew
I
most of my
regret
money.
so much giving up my DBZ and my Gundam collections.
Yeah, we were walking through, we're seeing other things.
But
And
Star Wars, Pokemon, Power Rangers, and Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yes.
That there's like no room to have that.
what
kind
I
of
would
shit.
love to see at any of these cons is Digimon. Like,
Digimon.
goddamn. We saw one figure
Up in Madison Mighty Con.
one time. It was busted, and it had a piece that was really loose, and
It was missing half of Agumon's face.
right, like his head was just like half missing, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll give it to you for 15." That wasn't even worth it. That was worth like $5 then.
New in the package is only like 25, 30, maybe 40 if it's a high price on eBay.
Right, and if
loose, it's less than that.
Right, and if they don't make it anymore and it's still in packaging, then I can see you charging me a little bit more for it.
But these are all over eBay, and this guy wanted $15 for it, and it was busted and missing pieces. No, thank you. Apparently, we didn't get to go there, that part, but there was just a giant section at this toy fair committed to dolls. Creepy old school dolls, and I'm just like, nope.
Yeah, no, and they had a lot of trains there for you train collectors and train lovers. Like
Enthusiasts.
I used to love trains when I was younger. I just set one up around Christmas around the tree every now and again for Christmas, but they had a lot. That last building we were in, I think both halves.
The main building with the hot
Right,
food.
they could have probably condensed it into one room being just about trains, but they had them spread out a little bit. We saw them while we were walking around, but then when we got to the bigger building, that's when we saw the trains, and then about half the room was trains, and then on the other side of the building, that half of the room was trains. So, I mean, they could have probably condensed it, but it was fun getting to see some different things.
It was a good toy show for everyone. Like,
Oh,
those
yes.
old school 80s, 90s.
Right, I think I saw some of the old Power Rangers villains in there. We saw Beetleborgs. We even saw the old Beetleborgs.
Zords and their actual fighting thing.
Right,
No morphers, no actual beetle.
right, the
bombers.
Beetle Claw or whatever.
Yeah, like their
I
actual
did see a
weapons.
morpher over there.
A Beetleborg morpher?
No, not for Beetleborgs, but I saw a morpher for Power Rangers. It was in one of the bins. It was for Ninja Storm.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I mean they have a lot of cool stuff out there. I really love going to this one.
morphers I stopped after Lost Galaxy because they started getting too cartoony and weird. For me.
I never had the original one, but then I had the
Space
Turbo.
was my favorite. When you flipped it, you can actually go 3, 3, 5, 0.
Yes.
I was like, yay! Turbo was cool.
3,
You put the
5,
key in.
enter.
You put the key in and it flips in the turbo, and then Zeo
Right.
with the key was awesome.
Yeah, I used to have all the Zeo pieces and everything. I like what they did with that the Megaforce with the keys. I like
the
that.
Ranger
Yeah, I
keys?
like
Oh,
the
yeah.
collection idea with that, but
There's even new ones out now still,
Right.
and they're hitting like every fucking Ranger now.
yeah, they are. They got every Ranger out. Actually, the last con that we were at before this one, we were walking around and we saw they only had 2 left, which is really weird. Little like transparent.
San Diego Comic-Con exclusive.
Yes. They were the translucent Green Ranger keys.
From MMPR.
We got them for $5 a piece. They're worth $55.
And we still haven't opened. I haven't opened mine.
Dude, I haven't opened mine either. Like, I'm gonna keep those in package.
It's sitting on top of my Legacy Dino Zord, so when I get the Dragon Zord, I'm
Right.
putting it on top of the Dragon Zord, unopened.
You know the worst part about it though is that you can go online and buy the full set for like 15, 20, 30 bucks. It's not that expensive for it. I mean, it's a nice collection, don't get me wrong. I've got a friend that collected a bunch of them. But I mean, it's just that one doesn't seem worth it almost.
Yeah. But yeah, that it was a good time, and we recommend going to the next Kane County Fairground showing of the Chicago Toy Fair.
Yes, we really do, because this, especially for those toy enthusiasts. I mean, like I can't even fathom how many toys we just saw.
Star Wars up the ass too.
We literally traveled through like memory lane.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it was a crazy. And we were only there for a couple hours, and we saw everything, and everything was just. And I can't stress this enough. When you go to cons, you gotta get to know your vendors. You really do.
Yeah.
That's how you get your best deals and everything. I mean, that's how Randy and I got the deals on our Zords. Was we actually just sat there and we helped the guy put together all of his Zords.
2 different people, we helped them put together their Megazords. Like it was like we were kids again, like we forgot. But yeah, definitely recommend going. And back to the regular podcast.
Pass me a controller and grab that beer. It's game time.
Okay, now I just want to throw this out here. Big fans of Doom. Luigi and I have the collector's edition of Doom pre-ordered, and great multiplayer. We played the beta when it was out. Great multiplayer, but also it is confirmed that the Doom single-player story is over 13 hours long, which means, bam, a great single-player and an awesome multiplayer game for us to twiddle our wieners with.
Which actually is a great thing, because I'm tired of these. They come out with these games, and then they turn around and they're like, oh, well, we've only got like 5 hours of fucking content. And then you can buy the other 60 for like $20, $30, $40.
Yeah,
Just give us the fucking game, goddammit. The downloadable content should be stuff that I can go, oh, I could live without that. It shouldn't be stuff where I'm like, oh, now in order to play this game more...
Destiny.
I have to, fucking... That brings me into the whole Naruto thing. Like, that shit just pissed me off. Like, I played through the entire game, and that... It was 5 hours of a game. And then there was... I literally beat, the Naruto Adventure mode, I want to say in about 3.5 hours. And then the downloadable content that I got, which was $10 per downloadable content thing, which I just got the season pass, so I just paid $20 to get all the rest of it and not have to pay just $10 per. Turned around and fucking... They just gave you two new adventure modes with Shikamaru and Gaara, and I'm not even kidding, in about 2 hours last night, I beat probably about 90% of Shikamaru's stuff.
So it's a letdown DLC.
It is a letdown DLC. I do like some of the extras that they have. They got a couple costumes. They got Naruto's true Hokage, 7th Hokage skin. They have the Sasuke the Wanderer look, and then they got a couple of nice little jutsu endings for the super jutsus. But all in all, I would say it's not even worth the $10. I would say it's probably worth $5.
And then that Mafia 3 trailer, One Road, dropped recently.
I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
Oh, there's a great classic song playing throughout it. It's getting to more modern times. It's just a great... The trailer got me so friggin' excited. Like, Doom, the collector's edition of Doom, with all the great stuff we get, the trophy, or the statue that lights up, double-sided poster, the cards, all that other cool stuff, and then Mafia 3. And there's a bunch of rumors about its collector's edition.
Doesn't it also come with the season pass too, the Doom?
Yeah, Doom comes with a bunch of maps only exclusive through GameStop and through the collector's edition. But Mafia 3, I can't explain it. The main character's car is so sick. It's open world. Again, I've talked about this before. It's open world in friggin' Louisiana, New Orleans, and it's just... The trailer brought a tear to my eye.
Grand Theft Auto with a mobster skin to it. But
Yeah,
that makes it a little bit better, I think.
And my wiener's hard. And didn't you have something else about Kingdom? You found something out on the Kingdom Hearts iOS or the mobile game, right?
Yes, I found out that you can party up with your friends. It's not just a solo game, guys. I found this out recently. I was just fucking around with the app, and I saw parties, and I was like, parties? How the fuck do you have parties in a mobile app? It literally puts you in the center of Twilight Town with your entire party, so you can see what everybody looks like and everything's going on. And then you can also help them out with raid bosses, which are at the end of any level, random bosses that pop up. It'll pop up on the screen on your home screen, raid boss detected. You click on it, and then you can help all your party pals fight off a raid monster, which that's pretty nice.
Hell yeah. And unfortunately, there's not much more gaming news.
No, there just hasn't been a lot of gaming news out since the 2 beta releases, and everything starts to slow down around this time with video games, because now it's time for like movies and stuff to pick up, and then right after summer season, that's when game season picks back up, because then you got all those holidays coming around the corner.
And now let's kick on to the anime section.
Anime. Animated. Assholes? Possibly.
All right. With our anime section, let's see what we got started with today. Fuck you, phone.
I'll start it off because I'm super excited for it, and this is we don't have much on anime. It's more
No.
sad entertainment news and superhero news more than anything this week. Future Trunks has been confirmed to be appearing in Dragon Ball Super.
Which I'm super excited for, too.
One of my top 5 characters, if not maybe my favorite character. And come on, it's not Chibi Trunks. It's not friggin' that GT grown-up Trunks. It's literally Future Trunks who defeated the androids. Well, went back to the past after all the training, defeated the androids, killed Cell.
Killed Frieza.
And when he first came here to greet Goku, he killed Frieza. And then after all the shit go down with the real timelines, the nice timelines where everyone wasn't dead yet already, once he defeated, he died. And once Gohan defeated Cell, he was brought back. He went back to his time. He was strong enough to kill the androids at that point. He was strong enough to kill Cell because he was in perfect Cell. And then besides the movie where Gohan goes Super Saiyan 2 again when he fights, the hell was his name?
Super Saiyan 2, you're talking about the Bojack Unbound.
Yeah, Bojack. When he defeats Bojack, when King Kai's planet was blown up by Cell, Bojack was released. You haven't seen Future Trunks since then. And it's just going to be great to have him back in the show, because I want to see, did he reach Super Saiyan 3? Did he reach Super Saiyan 2 at perfection? What's going on? Did something happen in his timeline? Did Majin Buu get released in his timeline, and that's why he's coming back? And then he finds out Majin Buu is good, and now there's all this other shit going on with different dimensions. We don't know what he's been up to since then.
No. And that's a little bit weird, because Future Trunks obviously runs on a different timeline than the actual, present timeline, because how the hell can Buu show up when he's old, but at the same time show up when he's a baby?
What do you mean?
Think about it, because he was a baby when Buu showed up.
When Buu came out, he was a kid fighting in the kids division in the World Martial Arts Tournament.
Oh yeah, he was.
And so I'm just thinking,
but
clearly Boo's awakening has been derailed quite a bit of years because there's no one on the planet anymore. But who's to say something didn't happen in his timeline where Boo did get released and then the whole planet was fucking done?
But that's what I'm saying. 2 separate timelines. His timeline doesn't run the same as our timeline.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a little weird.
He would have to go back. That's
Right.
That's where it's confusing.
Because he'd have to go back in time to talk to Goku and realize that Boo's good, but at the same time, he was a little kid when Boo first came around to begin with.
So he should technically that's the thing. It's a way different timeline. They're 2 different Trunkses because.
Right.
Changing the current timeline didn't change anything in the past, because when Trunks went back, the world was still being destroyed by the androids. He killed the androids, and he knew about Cell, so he finished off Cell.
Right.
So, yeah, that's going to be tricky, yet very interesting to see.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. Hopefully they make another movie, because the history of Trunks was
great, and I cried like a baby
phenomenal.
when Gohan died.
Phenomenal. Actually, it's not even a movie; it's a special.
It was a TV special.
Yeah, because they've got a Blu-ray for it. It's the Bardock and History of Trunks.
Bardock, the father of Goku, and then there was a new Bardock special that was released where he actually becomes the first Super Saiyan, and all the friggin' planet people on Vegeta before it became. It was really weird.
And then he beat the fuck out of Frieza. Yeah, it was great.
Frieza's ancestor. It was like King Cold's grandfather or some bullshit. I don't know. That's fucking weird that he ends up fucking a planet person to create the Saiyans. So technically, all the Saiyans should be related to Goku, but we'll ignore that. We'll not mention that one. Really though, that's it. All the notes, I have a giant page of notes, but it's literally just a little bit on gaming, and everything is superhero news and entertainment.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot of
slow week this week.
Well, for the gaming and anime aspect, that's why it's a good thing that we have the superhero stuff, because that goes all year round, and and the entertainment stuff goes all year round as well.
Let's kick it into the superhero section.
Yes, you're listening to the superhero section. I killed Miss Piggy and ate her bacon for breakfast.
All right, so here's some news. Batman and Superman pretty much hate each other.
That is the truth. Multiple reports confirm that Ben Affleck hated and hates Henry Cavill because he would always give the director he'd tell the director what to do, and he would make suggestions, and he would continue continually repeat these same suggestions, and he would refer to the movie even on the press tour as the Superman sequel. And Ben Affleck's like, no, it's not just Superman's movie. There's Batman in it. Look at the fucking reviews. Like,
Right.
it's a Batman movie. And then Mr. fucking not Christopher Walken, but he is Walken. Superman asshole hated Ben Affleck because Ben Affleck was just so casual and chill the whole time. He probably was like, this fucking guy is a award-winning Oscar.
Well, I mean, they don't even really
director, so fuck.
You can kind of tell that there's like
Chemistry between them.
right, they don't like each other just based off their interviews.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the weirdest part, guys. They have to portray best friends. They have to make us believe that they are best friends in these upcoming movies because
It's gonna be pretty hard.
hating each other and trying to make us believe that you really love each other.
Superman really had no real good reason to hate Ben Affleck because Ben Affleck, his excuse is Ben Affleck was just too nonchalant and casual about everything. Like, he felt like Ben was like secretly snobby because he's won an Oscar and all this other shit, and it's like, no.
No, I heard Ben Affleck's just kind of like that. He's just
laid back.
He's a chill guy.
And he's addicted to hookers and gambling.
Well, I mean, we're all addicted to a little bit of something, guys. But
I am eating mints.
this guy's got a fucking like barrel of mints in his fucking living room right now. It's great.
It was a gift from my wife for our anniversary, and mint to be.
It was meant to be.
And I have like 15. Well, now there's like 10 mints left on the table right now.
But I can kind of see where Henry Cavill can kind of like. Everybody judges a book by its cover, and if you see a guy that's really chillaxed and kind of not snooty, but just kind of like nosed up at all of your suggestions and ideas for the director, I could kind of see where he'd be a little PO'd. But guys, it's acting. You guys are in movies. We're still paying you to go see your movie. What the fuck do you guys care about each other for?
I know they're little sissy babies.
It's not like you guys like got into a big argument. Just fucking, act your age, shake hands, and do your fucking job.
Right. Because at the end of the day, if you can't get along, you're not going to be making millions of dollars.
No, and that's a sad. So then, I guess the next thing for superheroes is Civil War is looking at 175 mil open. That is a remarkable thing to hear because that's a huge fucking sum of money to get in one fucking. And that's open. So that's opening weekend. They're estimating they're going to get.
It's not even including the showings the Thursday night before Friday. It's not part of opening weekend. That's the pre-screen. So it's gonna be great. Sorry, Batman vs Superman. It's gonna make
you guys cry.
Yeah, you're gonna fucking shit your bed with blood.
Hey, maybe you guys get along a little bit better, and we'll be paying 175 mil to see your movie too.
Ben Affleck could be like, hey, "Fuck, we should work together." No, we can't work together because I actually sound like this. I'm a British guy playing Superman. Hey, fuck you, Ben Affleck, you snob. Speaking of being a snob, I'm gonna tell the director, this is how you should do it. Superman wouldn't do that, even though I didn't read the comics till halfway through filming the fucking first Man of Steel. But hey, what the fuck do I know? I know Ben Affleck's been reading comics since he met Kevin Smith fucking 30 years ago. But hey, fuck me in the poop chute and eat me some biscuits and tea.
Damn! That's all I have to say. That one is damn.
Asshat.
Shots fired, man.
Some sad news. Not as sad as some other news that we're going to get to in the entertainment section, but looks like Michael Keaton will not be in Spider-Man Homecoming at all.
No, that's sad. But I heard that his
Well, we have something else to talk about Michael Keaton.
I'll mention it now.
As well.
I'll mention it now as a little bit of a bookmark. He's got a movie that's coming out about McDonald's, so that's kind of.
It looks like to be an Oscar contender too. So we'll get into that some more. There's an actually really great trailer. But yeah, it's sad to see him go from Spider-Man Homecoming. I guess he didn't want to be labeled as like a superhero actor, even though I don't consider him to be that. But whatever.
No, he was in one Batman.
He's a comedian. He was in Batman Returns, and then Birdman. But Birdman was like a parody, like a drama parody of it. So it's like you can't really consider yourself that. You're you're a comedian. Like he is a comedian. Most of his movies were comedies. And that was the problem. Like, people thought like he wouldn't be a good Bruce Wayne because he was a comedian. Like, so you can't label yourself a superhero, only actor.
Yeah, I never saw Birdman either, and that's because I got recommended to by Brian Scalhone.
Yeah.
So, since Brian introduced me to this, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna watch it.
Well, I'll tell you what, I have it on Blu-ray, and I do recommend it for great, awesome reasons.
See, I'll take recommendations from this guy about movies all day long, but some people, I just can't trust them with movies, man. Just can't.
Anyway, so since we're on Spider-Man Homecoming, we also need to bring up the fact, now it is confirmed Robert Downey Jr. will be Tony Stark in the Spider-Man Homecoming film for Marvel, which hopefully leads us to believe that it won't be at least it won't be mainly an origin story. It needs to it'll be Tony Stark. He's already meeting Tony Stark, which hopefully means we get the...
This might be the lead-in into where he gets into Civil War. This could go back a little bit.
Yeah, it could be a prequel. We don't fucking know.
Right.
They could surprise us all. We don't know.
Exactly, which I'm actually kind of excited for, because this is one of those weird moments in which
Marvel has an opportunity to do whatever the hell they want.
Right, because we've seen the origin story so much. We don't really want another origin story, and Marvel knows that. They've already said that Iron Spider.
Oh, Tony Stark's armor equals Spider-Man. That'd be fucking sick. Never seen that before in a movie.
Actually, but wasn't he supposed to be the Iron Spider in Civil War?
No, in Marvel's universe, Tony Stark does help Peter Parker make his costume, but it's not the Iron Spider like armor. It's just his mechanical eyes help him see further when he's shooting web and stuff. It's more of like an aiming thing. So it's pretty cool. And he helped I guess he helps Peter Parker fix his design for the web sleeves. So essentially, yes, like in the comics, Tony Stark helps him, but also Tony Stark seems to be taking on the Reed Richards role, because Reed Richards and Tony Stark are like the two people who guide Spider-Man in the comics, and we can't have fucking Reed Richards in the comics or the fucking Marvel movies anymore. So,
well, after they fucked it.
Yeah, after Fox was like, you don't fucking cocker-sniff. And it's like, okay, well, I don't know what that means, so whatever.
Yeah, that was pretty bogus. But, yeah, hopefully we do see Iron Spider. That'd be a great thing to see. I
love the armor, man.
That armor is, like, phenomenal. But, like I was saying earlier, we have Marvel has the unique opportunity where they can step back, or they can just shoot it straight into the future like they've been doing. Either way, we can have a great movie on our hands, depending on how they portray Spider-Man and Iron Man and everybody, what goes on.
And I don't have anything else for superhero, but man, do we have a lot for entertainment. Some cool news, some very sad news.
Yes.
And we're going to kick that off right now.
Mach 2, Warp 7, entertainment, engage.
Orphanage director for Jurassic World sequel, J.A.
Bayona.
We're sorry if we screw up names here.
I'm not. Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. I am sorry.
But
yeah, he's jumping in on the Jurassic World 2 as a director.
Oh, that sounds. I just can't wait for the next Jurassic World. I don't care who fucking directs it, to be honest.
Speaking of which, did you hear what the fuck? Chef Goldblum's little take on if he was asked to come back or not. He essentially said, "I'd do it, but." Choking on a mint.
Choking on a mint.
He said, I'd do it. And then he went into typical Jeff Goldblum fashion. It was like, but only, like, he said something along the lines like, if only the stars align. Like, he fucking went on some crazy shit in a couple different interviews and was just like, essentially, I'll sum it up in perfect English for you. It would have to be the right thing and he would do it, but he'll probably do it anyway if he was ever asked back, because he loves the franchise and the fans. So,
well,
there you go.
That's wonderful. That's a wonderful thing to hear, especially since the first Jurassic World did so well.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully the sequel does better than Jurassic Park 2 and Jurassic Park 3.
Jurassic Park 3 was garbage.
It was such a terrible movie.
Alan, you fucking raptors on the plane. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Let's see here. The Pet Sematary remake, just like Stephen King's It. 2 classic horror movies are being remade, and now we talk about Pet Sematary this week, and apparently it is scarier, like ever before. Like, it's gonna be fucking terrifying.
You know, you're one of my closest friends in the entire world, and you're a huge movie buff, and I haven't seen like half the movies that we talk about.
You haven't seen Pet Sematary?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god.
No. That was on Netflix for a while too. I was gonna watch it a couple times, and I never got around to it. I don't know why.
Both of them on there. The second one's kind of shit, but the
That's
first
what I
one's
heard.
great.
I heard that the second one was shit, so I wasn't even gonna bother with it. But well, now that we're getting a reboot, I gotta watch that first one and then
Sit through the sequel.
Yeah, sit through it, see how they are. And it looks like Jungle Book dominated at the box offices, which no surprise to me. This is not a surprise. All of the live-action Disney movies have been
Demons have been banging on shit again. Sorry.
Fucking demons, man. When are you gonna get this place like fucking desanitized?
I could exercise this house. I'm too cheap.
Well, anyway.
I don't even know what that means, but fuck that. There's 3 simple words, even though I don't even. It's Christopher Walken sings.
Christopher Walken. Yes, that's...
Now the demon's shitting and pissing everywhere.
Fucking demons, man.
But yeah, he sings. There's actually, before, I haven't even seen the movie, but the leaked audio of just him singing with some of the background sounds and instruments, not the full actual orchestra. They don't fucking actually sing, apparently, the Bare Necessities song.
I was just thinking about that. They don't
just
actually
hum
sing
it and whistle it, but Christopher Walken does sing the "You Want to Be a Man Cub." Yeah. Like I can't wait.
That's great.
But a lot of people are like, "This is fucking hilarious, crazy." Fun fact: Christopher Walken has Tony Awards. He is very musical. Like, know your facts before you're gonna fucking rip on Christopher Walken, son of a bitch. And if you keep ripping on him, he might just show up to your house and stab you in the face with a curling iron. You don't know.
You never know, man. You never know. But yeah, I'm not surprised by this at all because, like I said, all the live-action Disney movies have been doing really, really well, and they've been portrayed correctly. Like they're not like fucking shit up because they're like, hey, it's live action, let's make a different story. They make a different story. They just make it from a different perspective, so this way you get a different story at the same time as your old favorite classics.
Now, we'll just save all the sad news for last.
Yeah, we're gonna turn your mood down at the end of this podcast.
And then I'll say something funny to make you guys laugh. But did you see the image of Rita from Power Rangers?
I haven't yet.
You need to pull it up right now.
I'm pulling that shit up while he talks about it.
It's unique, but it makes total sense. If they're going where we think they're going with the whole Green with Evil saga in the movie, like, her costume is perfect.
They're actually thinking about going
That's
Green
a
with
rumor.
Evil. That
but
is wonderful.
You see her costume, you're going to be like, oh, that makes total fucking sense now. Makes total sense.
Repulsa. There we go.
Elizabeth Banks is Rita Repulsa.
And
I'm putting the image up right now for you. Tell me, people at home, comment. Tell me she doesn't look awesome and hot as hell.
I'm looking for it, and I'm not seeing it. Elizabeth...
Luigi can't find it. Elizabeth Banks as Rita. She literally can't find it.
I literally cannot find it right now.
Luckily, I'm pretty sure I posted on
Wait, is this it? Is this it?
No.
No.
Luckily, I'm pretty sure I posted on G.A.S.E Radio's Facebook page. Give me a sec. I also posted a picture of a freezer, and it says freezer. Oh, my phone died.
Ain't that just the shits, man? Ain't that just the shits?
Right there. That's it, right there.
Right here?
The green one.
Holy shit. Yeah,
There
that
we
makes
go.
fucking sense, man. She looks fucking evil in this.
It looks great, and like I said, if they're going with the Green with Evil story, that's perfect.
Oh, yeah, they better go with the fucking green with evil with that costume.
It would only make
She
sense.
looks fine as
I will
fuck,
need
though.
your notes, sir. Hold up, my phone died.
Give me
I
your
don't have
fucking
any
notes.
notes and-
My phone's on 6% battery life. We'll make it through this fucking thing if we have to.
Oh yeah, we're okay.
Alright, so where are we at now?
We're in the part where a giant lobster monster comes through my ceiling and crushes Luigi's skull, and you hear me fight it, and somehow I survive and upload it. Let's see here. We're gonna move back up the list, son. Oh, there's rumors of a young Dumbledore in the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them trilogy.
I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that.
I already don't like the fact that they used, again, like I brought it up last week, they used the Harry Potter theme for the fucking trailer. Didn't like that.
No, I didn't like it either.
I know he meets young Dumbledore, like, in the books. Hey, look, demon, stop pissing. But at the same time, I'm just aggravated because, like, stop trying to bank it on... It's like the same thing the real-life Hobbit did for the Hobbit trilogy. He fucking made it out super thin, A, and B, he brought in characters that weren't even in the Hobbit book to try to connect it more to Lord of the Rings and all this other shit, and it's just aggravating.
Right, dude. She's not even gonna... J.K. Rowling's not even gonna make an 8th book or an 8th movie until she banks off this new series that she's got going on, which kind of fucking sucks.
She'll wait and just fucking pisses off even more. So eat a dick. Also,
maybe her daughter will talk her into it this time again.
Also, this is kind of superhero, but also kind of entertainment because they're not going to use the term Superman. Looks like Sci-Fi is developing a Krypton TV series where it's the world of Krypton before you even knew about Superman, like before the kid was born, before the planet was exploded.
Which I've actually been reading a novelization about this. It's actually, I can see them making a really good series about it.
As long as they go the right way.
Right.
If they don't take any inspiration, it might turn into shit like most sci-fi shows.
Right.
Let's see here. Independence Day 2, apparently, well, it's confirmed, it's not apparent. Brent Spiner, sorry if I said your last name wrong, I don't give a shit about you. He played the villain in Master of Disguise, he was on Star Trek.
Okay.
Apparently, he's back from his role from the first one. The mad scientist doctor who gets, in the first one, gets like his throat crushed and the alien talks to him. Apparently, he's alive and back in the next movie, but still no Will Smith, so yippee fucking yay, who gives a shit. And now, on to a new rant.
Fucking hell! You are now listening to Randy's Rants.
Are you fucking serious? Last week, when I read this, I thought it was a joke. There's no way this could happen. Guess what, everybody? Fucking Dwayne the Cock Johnson, it's confirmed. It's not confirmed Kevin Fart's in it, but it's confirmed Dwayne the Cock Johnson is going to star in the Jumanji reboot. And I'm so fucking pissed off. Because they're going to make it some slapstick, stupid-ass, fucking mainstream bullcrap movie. They're going to shit on the original because they're using the story from the original. They're not going from the novel. So, what the fuck? It's like a clown took a giant pickle, shoved it up my ass, somehow made it digest in my ass. I shit out the pickle that didn't even touch my stomach acid. I ate that, then it actually digested. I shit again, the clown ate it, I ate his shit. You can't have The Rock, a big fucking crazy son of a bitch, half Samoan crazy fuck, come into this movie. Robin Williams, I can't even say anything. This is literally a rant, because I can't understand what they're doing with The Rock. Yeah, okay, but we talked about last week, they might make him the hunter. But I call bullshit. They're not going to hire The Rock just for to play the dad just in the beginning and then have him in the very end of the movie as the villain for like fucking 25 minutes. It's The Rock. So they're going to have to pay millions of dollars to get him. So they're going to have him throughout the whole movie. So they're going to fucking change a part just so The Rock can stay in it, and it's going to fall downhill. Like, okay, their Central Intelligence movie, sure, that looks funny because that was written, and okay, fine, they fit the roles, fine, it's what they're for. They're taking, like, this script from the original Jumanji, like, the original story. Who the fuck is Sarah Whittle? If the main two stars were supposed to be Hunt and Robin Williams as freaking Alan and Sarah Whittle, now I really don't understand where Kevin Hart's going to come in at now. I just don't know. Are you fucking on crack? You might be on crack because that's what I think's going to happen. Everyone's going to have to start doing crack after this movie comes out because the movie's just going to be a giant fucking bombshell bullshit ass blast. End of rant.
Thank you for listening to Randy's wonderful, wonderful rant. I do have a couple things to say about this, though. Like you were saying before with The Rock, $1 million person right there. You're not just gonna throw him
a small role.
Right. You're not just gonna throw him a cameo and be like, all right, thanks for your help. No, you're gonna throw him in the movie. So we're gonna find out what they got in store for that. But
it's not like a cameo like in the other guys either. Like when you sign someone on to star, a star doesn't get a small role. That's my point. Like what the hell?
Stars don't get small roles. Let's get back to this Michael Keaton's McDonald's film. I have not seen the trailer for this, but
the trailer's beautiful.
Is it? What's the plot of the movie? Because
it's kind of like it's old timey, but not too old timey, and it's kind of like Americans. It's like a good old fashioned American story. So it tugs at your heartstring a little bit, but it's a comedy.
Okay.
It's another Oscar contender. You need to watch the trailer.
I do need to watch the trailer.
Just Google Michael Keaton McDonald's and watch the trailer. Next week we'll go into detail on the trailer, but right now I'm just telling you watch the trailer. So, whatever. I guess Michael Keaton doesn't need a Spider-Man movie when he has yet another Oscar contender coming out, because sometimes you can tell a trailer,
right.
Either like the Ghostbusters reboot trailer makes the movie look like it's gonna be shit. I'm still gonna see it though.
Right.
This trailer makes the movie look like holy fucking awesome.
Like I said, just smoke a shit ton of weed. You guys will be fine. Just smoke a shit ton of weed, man. You know what? Before we get to this last part here, I think we should let them know what the tragedies that happened, because I think this will
the last thing I'll go in, but right now we did a little bit of gaming, did a little bit of the anime, a lot of superhero stuff, but mainly the entertainment, and unfortunately we have some sad news for everybody. My cat died. Just kidding, I don't have a cat. But seriously, there is some Go ahead, Luigi.
Yeah, I gave him a weird look. One of the women wrestlers died. China. She used to be a porn film director or porn film actor.
She was a.
She was an actor. She was an actress.
She was an actress in the pornos.
So she passed, unfortunately.
Sadly, lots of reports are coming in that it was of an overdose.
Oh,
and I
that
know
is
the
sad.
last couple of years she was in a bad place. No offense to anyone in the industry, but porn and drugs usually go hand in hand. Sadly, it's just a shame that if that's how she died, like another like, but also. It's kind of aggravating because WWE... the reason why she got fired from WWE was because Triple H was getting with Stephanie McMahon, and Stephanie McMahon and Vince McMahon didn't want China to be still in the company. She got fired because Triple H was seeing Stephanie McMahon behind her back. So she got fired from a company...
That's kind of bullshit.
Because her ex... Well, it was technically still her boy. So a lot of bullshit happened to her. We understand that, but sadly... after the wrestling kind of thing worked out, the porno, the sex tape, and everything.
But you know what? This could be a lesson for us all. You know, in hard times, turn to your friends, turn to your family. Don't turn to drugs. I mean, you know, we all have fun. We all go out and party every now and then. But you know,
you don't have to like keep yourself locked in.
Right. Don't. If your guys are going through a bad time, don't turn to drugs. Turn to your family and friends.
And I guess a couple days before, there's like her last video she posted was like ramblings and shit.
Oh, yeah, she must have been.
It's very sad.
Next on our list is Doris Roberts from...
The grandma from Grandma's Boy, the mom from Everybody Loves Raymond. A great, beautiful actress.
Yes.
Lived a long life, but still, it's very sad to see her go.
It really is. She was a spitfire in most movies, man. She was hilarious. She was dramatic when she needed to be. She was a great all-around actress. And last, but obviously not least, on our unfortunate list, Prince recently passed a couple days ago.
Heaven's got the Queen, the King, and now they got the Prince.
Yep.
Pop.
You know what? It sucks, but you know what? He's in a better place. I heard that it was...
crazy thing I have, there's two things. One, I did hear a couple days before he died, when he was hospitalized, it was because of a drug overdose.
I heard that it was from the flu, so this was just...
That was just speculation.
I'm doing air quotes for you guys that can't see me.
Yeah, no.
The flu.
All the reports now are that 6 days before he passed, when he was hospitalized, it was actually for a drug overdose. And when he got out of the hospital, he threw a dance party.
Oh.
And some other crazy stuff, and now he's dead. There's nothing official yet on that, but we'll let you guys know next week, because I'm sure we'll know by then.
Right?
We'll know officially if China had an overdose. We know about Prince, and...
Yeah, because Prince apparently didn't really do any drugs or drink that often.
He was out of his mind, though. Like, if you listen to Kevin Smith with his story with Prince and anyone, he's a good guy, but holy shit, was he crazy. There's a whole skit on Chappelle's show where Prince is fucking nuts. He challenged everyone to basketball. Apparently he loved basketball. No one knew.
Apparently he was a phenomenal athlete. Like, he was, like, you wouldn't tell by what he was wearing, but he was, like, fucking ripped. Like, he was an athlete. He was a very kind person.
He provided the awesome soundtrack to the 1989 Batman film.
Of course he did.
The Bat Dance.
Chocolate Rain.
Party Man. All the other shit. Just very sad. So we'll end this because we've been through everything. Pretty big week, sad week, but good week at the same time. And this is great. A strong rumor and possible story leak is that Jar Jar Binks will be in Star Wars Rogue One. And before you flip out and go nuts, apparently he's going to die.
Right in the beginning, he's going to be in a massive...
Because the fans want it, so the actor said, okay, but they're going to make him go out a hero.
So at the end, you're going to be like, I gave him all this shit, and he was such a good person.
People are still going to clap, but I think it's more like he's on a ship that gets, like, destroyed or something.
Like he's that last person that's locking the hatch as everybody's leaving, kind of a thing.
Like like Jar Jar apparently like is gonna be like, I'll stay, whatever, it's for the greater good or something, and like because he's still a diplomat. Like in the end of episode 3, he's still
right, but he's gonna be talking all weird.
I don't think it's that. He probably won't even speak. Like if anything, you'll see him and he'll die, or it'll just be him dying quickly,
or maybe
like a blink or miss cameo. You don't know, but rumor is somehow, somewhere he will die in it to give closure to the character. and for everyone who wants him dead regardless. Let's
Right.
just hope. And also, though, I don't want it to be like friggin' musical judge, and he dies. It needs to be for a good reason.
Right.
You can't just
like-
kill a character because the fans hate him. That's just giving into the fans' bullshit. I don't hate him. He did what he was meant to do, be comic relief, and apparently he was supposed to be evil until everyone bitched about him in the first movie. So then George Lucas almost completely cut him from everything. You still see him briefly in 2 and 3, but apparently he really was supposed to be evil. Because even in the
Right.
making of Episode 1, he says Jar Jar is the key to all this, the prequel trilogy, and all this shit went downhill. So he's like, all right, fuck it. Then people are not going to respect my character. Then fuck it.
Right, so he cut him out. I mean, you never know. Jar Jar could have been like the main villain of 8 and 9 for all we know.
Something crazy is going to happen, but again,
Watch, he doesn't even die in Rogue One. He comes back as the evil villain in number 9.
he's just, I don't know. It's
It's
just
a me!
rumors.
I
There's
didn't
always
die.
rumors, but at the same time, these are strong rumors and kind of credible sources. But
Right.
I don't know. Maybe the actor got together and was like, "Hey, let's have Jar Jar in a scene, and he dies like as a martyr. Like maybe a ship with like senators and stuff gets blown up, and Padme, she's dead already. Maybe Leia." Watches the ship blow
Right.
up. People from Naboo. Well, she wouldn't know that she's from Naboo, but that's where her mom was from. So maybe like there's a meeting or something, and she blows up. We don't know. We don't know
Right.
what's gonna happen.
Like they could just very well turn around and blow it up with something. They could just blow up a planet with Jar Jar
Yeah, an
on
opening
it, like-
space battle, and you just see like he's one of the fucking people, like a group of
Right.
people on it, and he's just one of the ones who watches as the incoming laser blast blows him up. Wow, this is
Right.
still kind of ending on a down note.
I don't like ending on these notes, man.
So to not end on a sad note, ball fuck cock nut fart AIDS.
with extra aids.
Yes. So this has been Randy Lee Beasley.
And Luigi Bonanno.
Another episode of G.A.S.E Radio in your mouth. Take the end away, Darren.
You've been listening to G.A.S.E Radio.